بسيطة، خاصة لما انت تحول المأساة إلى شيء كويس. شكرا كثير. We've been singeing people's hair all the way across Canada.
Chris, you'll have to bring it out to put it out, or get an empty cup, find one in a garbage can or something. So, we're gonna put it out before we enter. We can go to the top of the steps.
Okay.
You want them behind? The two donor dads.
Mary?
Yeah, hold 1 second.
Mary, reste ici au centre. On va prendre une photo immédiatement. Mais les visages vers là. I take the picture now.
This way?
Yeah, wait.
Okay. Well, yep, yeah, that's good.
J'espère que la flamme. Bon.
Okay, we can get the torch now to put it out. Here, Joel, we'll bring those inside. Thank you. Chris, I'll take the cameras. And then you find a thing to put it on and bring it in after.
I got this.
Okay. There's, at the corner, it looks like there's something over there, Chris.
He's got his own cup.
Oh, you got your own cup? Okay, good. That's mine.
The second one.
Oh, I got a second one. Chris, actually, he's right. Okay.
Should I take these in?
Yeah, take them in.
You need a hand, I'll take one. Is a shooter like a... Ça dessus.
Okay, it's on. It's recording.
George, point out where we're supposed to go.
Is there anybody else that's with you?
Merci beaucoup. Bienvenue à l'Hôtel de Ville de Montréal. Vous êtes reçu ce matin par Madame Mary DeRose et les membres du comité exécutif responsable des communautés diverses. Et les membres du comité exécutif, et c'est elle qui vous reçoit ce matin. On est content de vous recevoir ici, à l'Hôtel de Ville, et je cède la parole à Madame DeRose.
Merci. Welcome to City Hall. As Libet had mentioned, I'm a city executive, an elected member, and I represent at City Hall the cultural communities and youth. And I'm extremely proud to meet you. Your role in life is incredible. You, through your efforts, are saving lives. You took a tragedy and you turned it to a very positive by giving life to others. And not everybody would do that. And the fact that you are taking your message of hope throughout the world, I think is very, very commendable. I congratulate you and thank you for having made Montreal a stop throughout your touring across Canada. Your message of hope should be shared, and I hope the media will be able to pass that message along, giving others hope and life through tragic means. You're very welcome.
Shall I? Is this the time for us to say?
Absolutely. This is not any formality. Would you like to sit down?
Do you want to sit down?
If you wish.
Absolutely. Please, have a seat. And here. Actually, why don't you put up your cut the subject? There we go. Wonderful. You can put the other one away. You have
Sit down.
What about
Sorry.
Ishmael? Oh, there it is.
Pour le média français, ce que j'aimerais souligner l'importance de cette
Cérémonie.
de ce voyage que ces deux hommes ont organisé. Le fait qu'ils ont pris une tragédie et ils l'ont tourné à un positif. Ils ont perdu leurs enfants et au lieu d'être fâchés, ils ont pris cette mort et ils ont donné les organes de leurs enfants pour que d'autres enfants puissent vivre. Et ce message de générosité qui est présentement en tour, ils font la tournée du Canada, du monde, pour passer ce message d'espoir, et pour moi exemplaire, et c'est très généreux de leur part. Et c'est ça le message d'espoir qu'on veut passer aux Montréalais, pour qu'on puisse les encourager de signer à la renverse de leur carte d'assurance maladie, pour que eux autres, si jamais il y a un accident, si jamais ils décèdent, leurs organes sont en bon état, peuvent être donnés pour offrir la vie à quelqu'un d'autre qui l'a besoin. Alors, I just mentioned what you are doing in French for our French media.
Right.
I believe, once again, your generosity is an incredible act of human kindness. And I thank you. I thank you. This is the smallest things that we can do, you know, as city officials, to help pass on the message. And we hope that the media will cooperate with this message.
Well, you thanked us for coming to Montreal, but of course we could not have come through Canada without coming here. We know his reputation for multiculturalism, and of course this is what this story is all about. My son was shot in an attempted robbery in 1994. He was 7 years old. And at that moment, there was no good in that situation. I remember thinking at the time, how am I going to get through the rest of my life without him? But my wife said, shouldn't we donate the organs? And suddenly, there was a rainbow. We saw that something good could indeed come out of it. What we didn't know was how much good could come out. There were 7 recipients, 4 of them teenagers. 2 of these people were going blind. The other 5 were very close to death. 17 years later, we've lost touch with a couple of them, but the other 5 we know are in good health and good spirits. And yet, without the transplant, I mean, they would have been basket cases or dead a long time ago. One of them, I always think of, who got the liver, was dying the very night that all this happened. Her family had gathered at the hospital to say goodbye. She got the Nicholas's liver, bounced back to health. got married, and within the requisite time had a baby, whom they called Nicholas.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yes.
The legacy continues.
Correct. In Italy alone, organ donation rates have quadrupled. No other country in the world has come close to that. So it means that literally thousands of people are alive, many of the children who would have died. And as you say, I mean, that does continue the legacy for a long time. And more than that, somehow it brought the whole of Italy together, and then the rest of the world. We still get emails from people around the world who say this story is still affecting the decisions that I made.
Absolutely.
And so that sense that hope could come out of the bleakest situation is the thing that to us is the most consoling part of it all. And I think that Ishmael's story is exactly the same. Thank you.
Now, on the other hand, Ishmael, what you have done, your son was killed by a soldier. How old was your son?
محمد كان عمره 11 سنة
11 years old.
11.
قتل على جندي إسرائيلي
Like you mentioned, he was killed in the hands of an Israeli soldier.
بالأول من أيام عيد الفطر عيد
The
رمضان.
first day of the Fitr Eid after Ramadan.
كانت إصابة مباشرة في الرأس والبطن.
It was an injury to the head and abdomen.
وكان على مستشفى إسرائيلي في مدينة حيفا.
He was transferred to an Israeli hospital in the city of Haifa.
هناك أعلن الأطباء عن وفاة الموت سريع.
That's when doctors over there pronounced him dead.
قدم لي طبيب من المستشفى وطلب إذا أحب إني أطلع على الأعضاء.
He was approached by a doctor at the hospital and asked him if he would consider donating his organs.
طبعا بعد ذلك أنا حكيت إنه مش عندي أي مشكلة.
He definitely did not hesitate and he welcomed the idea.
خاصة إن أنا فقدت لإلي أكثر من سنة كان بيعاني من مشاكل قبل 20 سنة.
Especially because he lost an older brother 20 years before who was suffering from something that might have been helped by such.
بعد استشارة زوجتي ومفتي رجل الدين أيمن.
After consulting with his spouse and with a religious clerk,
تم نقل أعضاء أحمد 7 أشخاص إسرائيليين.
his body organs was used by 7 Israeli citizens.
هدف من التبرع كان هي رسالة للإسرائيليين.
His motive for doing such a thing was to send a message to the Israeli people.
أنا كفلسطيني عاشت تشرد وسلمان وقتل من قبل الاحتلال الإسرائيلي.
As a Palestinian person who lived a very hard life by the Israeli occupation,
إنه إحنا وهبنا الحياة لأطفالكم وأنتم اخترتوا الموت أحمد.
that we chose to give life to your kids and to your citizens on the contrary of what their intentions were towards his people.
رسالة للإسرائيليين إنه من حق أطفال فلسطين إنهم يعيشوا حياة كريمة وآمنة وبسلام.
His message to the Israelis is that Palestinian kids have the right to live a dignified and peaceful life like every human being in the whole world,
كذلك شعوب العالم.
as everybody in all nations as well.
وإنه القتل والدمار مش راح يجيب فائدة للشعبين وبالتالي راح يسقط المئات من الضحايا من الطرف من فلسطين والإسرائيل.
That fighting will not bring any good out of it to neither side, and only tragedies can come out of this.
الرسالة الثانية اللي هي موضوع التبرع في الأعضاء وأهمية التبرع خاصة في مجال تقدم الطب في العصر الجديد.
The other message that he would like to pass on, which is even more important, is the importance of organ donation around the world, especially with the advancement in medical technologies that enable everybody to benefit from such a humanitarian cause.
رسالتي للشعب الكندي كل الناس اللي بيشوفونا ويسمعوا عن ستيب باي ستيب انه يبادروا يسجلوا في هذه المؤسسة او في المؤسسات اللي لها علاقة بالتبرع بالاعضاء.
My message to the Canadian people and every good human being is to participate in such process similar to the Life of Torch and Step by Step and sign their donor cards.
حياة إنسان ميت ممكن تنقذ حياة كثير من الأرواح اللي بحاجة للأعضاء.
One dead soul can preserve the lives of many, many people.
شكرا لكم على استقبالكم لنا وشكرا للشعب الكندي والحكومة الكندية بدعمها ومساندتنا كشعب فلسطيني للقضية الفلسطينية.
Thank you so much for the government of Montreal and the Canadian people and Canadian government for all the support that they always give to people around the world and to the Palestinian people as well.
عاملين حلول السلام للشعب الفلسطيني والإسرائيلي.
And we hope that peace will prevail on both sides of the Palestinian and the Israeli people as well.
The world around this planet, everybody is hoping for the same. We want to have peace, and every human being has that right to life. What you have done with your generosity at Eid is highly preached, that during Ramadan you abstain, that you are generous, and you took a very sad tragedy at that moment of celebration, and instead of having it turn into a worse tragedy by retaliating it, you took it and you gave life to other human beings with your generosity, which is what Allah would have wanted of you. And I congratulate you.
May I point one please? I'll speak in Arabic. شكرا للي انت عملته، ده شيء جميل جدا. What I'm saying, thank you for what you did. This is something very good. And if you care about the world, Quebec here is a word على الدنيا. Quebec هنا بلد ممتازة في حاجة. Quebec is doing something very good. This is our Medicare. And like giving an example, I signed for all my organs and all my children who are doctors and my wife and everybody, like بنكتب على ده تبرع بكل الحاجات بتاعتنا. So you visited the right place here. This is Quebec. And I wish everybody would think like you. أتمنى إن كل الناس يفكروا زيك تمام. لأنه الطريقة اللي أنت اتكلمت بيها شيء جميل وعجبني وأنا مبسوط منه. I'm very happy with what you said. I'm very proud. I'm wishing the peace in that area where you came from. Because we need that peace all over the world. The peace is needed all over the world. So thank you. God bless you.
Merci, Georges. I'd like to invite you to sign our book of our archives. This is called the Golden Book. And
I begin the signature. Okay. I invite you, Mr. Ray, please come for the sign the guest book. It's very important for Montreal person here. I prefer your page. Sit down, please. If you like, something.
مطلوب من الطرفين يعقدوا ولا الطرفين مجانين؟
صحيح
الطرفين مجانين. لا دول عاوزين سلام ولا دول عاوزين.
الواحد بيحاول ان شاء الله.
when you write, you can write in the But you have many people who pass by, and they write in Japanese, in Chinese, in all languages.
Stay here.
look up.
On va faire un tout ça. Sorry. Ah non, on est pas.
Thank you.
Ok. Madame Darros, notre épinglette.
This is the logo of the city, and in the past it used to be a gold one. Now we make it red because the city has been recognized as a city of design by UNESCO. And this is our design pin. The story of our pins are inside, so that is a little souvenir for you. And this is also a bookmark. It's done by an artist. This is it's a bookmark that we often, the city buys to encourage our artists. And basically the bookmarks are signed by the artists. This is one way that we encourage our local artists by buying their arts and donating them to visitor cities.
I think that picture was
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Comment on dit ça comme ça?
Yes, I understand that. Yes, do you have special responsibility for this now?
En anglais? Sauter, ok.
This book here is in our archives. 10 to 15 years, the relatively young, they will choose this date, November 4th, and 11th, as soon as they look on this page and see who has
Have you
it.
either in the United States?
They'll be able to read.
It's to us.
We use it in East School, and then any character, novels, so it's very difficult. But hopefully.
There are some people
Tu lèves un peu souvent.
On va prendre une photo.
On la photo juste
Okay, I will explain.
Oh, yes,
At the beginning, it's just going to be the two of us. In the picture. Johnny,
so I know what you do.
sir? Just explain to him that this is the logo of the city. And this is designed pin because the city of Montreal is now known as City of Design by UNESCO.
Madame.
And this is a bookmark. This is a bookmark. It's done by an artist, a local artist.
Maybe the translator is here.
And the city of
Quoi?
Montreal is usually we buy products
Non, mais
from
il y a
artists
son
and
traducteur.
and we donate them.
Il y a le traducteur en arabe. Alors, Monsieur Green, come here. I take a picture.
The final picture, Mr. Marcello, Libertad. Mr. Marcello aussi doit aller pour la photo officielle. Mr. Marcello, where are you? You want
Yeah, Joe.
No. Yes, I can.
Sure. Okay, we have all the religions. I like that.
George, I want me on your picture.
I have it already.
Oh là là.
I asked you to.